Aloha, and we're here at Diamond Head Park. And we're gonna be walking around here, doing a little hike, but just check out the background around us. Ooh. Very, very nice. So Diamond Head is actually a crater. So if you look around, every angle I turn to, we're surrounded by hills. Even to enter into the park, we have to drive through a tunnel that they carved out because, well, it's a crater. How else are you supposed to get into it? Which I think that's really, really cool. That was just the first lookout point. I'm sure there'll be more on the way. This hike is actually not bad at all. Just have to watch where you step. Not as difficult as I would have thought. But I didn't come from up above to fall in love. Do you want to take the long route or the short route to the top of the mountain? We are taking the long one, and there's this view on this one side where you get to see a lot of Hawaii. You get to see the shoreline, and you also get to see the areas where people are living, all up to the mountains. It's such a beautiful sight. I think it's really worth going all the way to the long side and hiking it. We're at the top of Diamond Head, and you get to see all of Waikiki from this one angle, and then you get to see the other side of the island from here. It's quite breathtaking from this high up. So at the top of the hill, there's also a bunker. I feel like this is the way down, but we'll find out. Okay, through the bunker we go. Yeah, I think this is the way down. Oh God. Yeah, this is not for the faint of heart, I guess. Oh, random gate there. I think this was actually like a military bunker back in the day. No other reason for a bunker other than military. Okay, where are we now? And I think we're at the staircase right at the junction. It's probably one of the steepest staircases I've ever had to walk down. Shaking a little bit. Are you shaking?
I'm not shaking like you.
After the top, you gotta walk your way back down. So we'll see you guys at the bottom. So we've arrived back at the entrance of the hike. You can see by that sign. So how was this hike? It was actually pretty easy. It took us only like an hour 15, which is nothing for a hike. The views along the way are what you're here for, and they are absolutely beautiful. I don't think you can get this anywhere else, so I definitely recommend you guys come in here. This is KCC Farmers Market. This market's only open in the morning on Saturdays until 11:30, so you guys have to come here mad early to make sure you have enough time to walk through and find all the stuff you want to eat and try, all here. So we got the popular form from premium strawberry mochi. Let's take a bite out of each of these and see how they taste. First off is this banana mochi with some chocolate on it. The mochi is really soft. I think it's the first time I ever had a banana mochi. Banana works like pretty well. I think banana like really overpowers the rest of like the mochi and the chocolate. It's like really strong banana flavor. Next up is strawberry red bean. Mochi is so chewy and soft, and strawberries are sweet. Moving on, it's like matcha, red bean, and a strawberry. I think the matcha balances out the flavors really nicely there. It has like a bit of that bitteriness from the matcha to like balance out the sweetness of the flavors. And lastly, the chocolate. So it's just pure chocolate on top of a mochi with strawberry. This I think by far is my favorite. Chocolate and strawberries just work so great together. But if I had to rank these mochis amongst all the mochis that I've tried, I'd probably give this like 6 out of 10. Actually not the greatest mochis I've had. I think it could be a lot better. Your mom's mochis are better. I like your mom's mochis better. This is the mixed fruit sandwich from Banana Island Juice. Island Banana Juice. Looks super fluffy, like the bread is super fluffy, it's packed with that cream and some fresh fruit in it. Alright, first off, that bread, super soft and fresh. That kiwi, so much sweet, it's like such a sweet flavor to it. Love the cream. The cream actually tastes really, really good. I'm not gonna eat the entire thing myself, so I'm gonna rank it based off that one bite. I think this is a nice 8 out of 10. This is something I could eat again for sure. So we ended up getting a couple things. One of the things we got is papayas. Super soft, sweet, mega fresh. These farmers markets always bring out the best local food scene, and these papayas definitely fit that bill. Alrighty, so here we have the pho French dip. I'm really looking forward to this. Let's just dig in. It's so thick, so many ingredients. And that bread has a very nice crust on the outside. Here's the soup. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna drink it. Oh, so much flavor. It's like a really, really good like soup broth. The meat's nice and soft. I got a really fatty part. There's so much flavor packed into it. I taste a bit of cilantro. There's like this herb like paste that they put on the bread, and it's actually really delicious. I'm really liking this sandwich, and I think you guys will too. It just melds the rest of the flavors all together into that one big bite. Absolutely delicious sandwich. I think it's a must try when you come to this market. I'd rate this banh mi an easy 8.5. There's also a very interesting hot dog. We didn't try it, but it looked very, very interesting. But I would say banh mi should be at one of the top things on your list to eat, as well as that mixed fruit sandwich. Overall, this market, great farmers market, such a beautiful thing to have to support the local communities here. Right after you do the hike, then you come right here. It's literally 2 minutes down the road. I hope you have fun checking them out. We're here to do this hike to the top of that mountain. So let's get started. Apparently it's not that long, but it's very steep. So let's see how it is. The hike is much steeper than the first. It's definitely a bit harder, but quite amazing. And that's probably some of the bluest water I've seen this entire trip so far. Right here is the pillbox, and then here is the next lookout. So we'll hop up and get that view too. So we successfully got on top of the first pillbox, and the second one's up there. Don't think we're gonna go to the second one though, but what a view. Unfortunately, there's a crazy amount of bugs coming out of the pillbox, but aside from this is an incredible view. Okay, if you're doing this and you thought the up was bad, down is way worse. Especially for me, I'm a little bit afraid of heights, just a little bit. So coming down is not the easiest thing because these rocks are slippery, there's sand. You don't want to tumble down the mountain. So be careful, guys. We have officially made it to the bottom. And it only took us about an hour, which is not bad at all. Especially given that we stopped for videos and photos and all that. Stopped so many times, but not bad at all. View is fully worth it. Just don't be an idiot like me and toss your phone into bushes trying to get a bug away from you. It literally like flew off my tripod like a frisbee and just down the hill into bushes. Luckily it wasn't very far, so I got lucky there. But time to go hit up the beach and relax for the rest of the day instead of climbing mountains. So parking in this area is kind of difficult. It's a small neighborhood, residential, so you're trying to park beside people's houses, so there's not a lot of room. We were lucky, and beside this giant park there was parking that just came available. We got the spot. When you guys come, you should try your best. Circle around 1 or 2 times, see if you guys can get parking, because that's the easiest way to get to the hike. If not, you're gonna have to park all the way at another beach down the road, and it's probably what, like 15-minute walk, 20-minute walk just to the entrance of this hike. So not ideal, obviously. So, and yeah, definitely do not come on a rainy day because it will be very, very dangerous. We're now in the pathway approaching Lanikai Beach. Really hoping the water is as blue as we saw at the top of the mountain. We've set up on the beach now, and I can see why people say this is the most beautiful beach in the world. The water is like a baby blue color, which is absolutely absurd. Where the hell do you see that? It's like, it's so clear, incredibly clear. And I can't believe that. The sand here, there's a lot of branches and stuff in the area, but that's perfectly fine once you see the water. There are so many people here, and everyone's having a blast because the water's just so amazing. I think I'm gonna have to go in. We finished at Lanikai Beach, and it definitely has some of the clearest water we've seen so far. The sand, much more fine than the other beaches. The other beaches almost have like pebbles. The only downside to this beach is really all the branches from trees and twigs and everything laying around that make it slightly less nice than you would want it to be, slightly less perfect. But it's a pretty great beach, and you guys should check it out. We're here at the Sunrise Shack, and we got the Blue Dream Bowl. It's another like almost like an acai bowl. Let's try it out and see how this compares to Vintage Island Coffee, the best acai bowl so far. Blue Dream. This has blueberries, strawberries, granola, something that makes this blue. They had it listed off in the menu and I was just confused. Let's just taste it and see if it's any good. First bite. It tastes like blueberry. It tastes good. When I eat that cream, that blue green by itself, there's a really nice banana flavor that comes out. So if you compare this to Vintage Island Coffee, if you guys haven't watched that video, what are you doing? Go watch that video first. This is like one step under that, probably like 7.5. I think it's pretty good, but the one from Vintage Island Coffee or Vintage Island Wine Bar is much better. That one's fantastic. As I'm eating it, there's still little shavings of ice. Like they could have blended it, I guess, a bit finer so that it's much more of a smoothie and smoother texture to it, which Island Vintage Coffee does. That's it for this video. Thanks guys for tuning in. Sub to the channel, like this video because that helps a lot, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.